This is Take 5 with Bentley Nevada. Joining us again today is Chris McMillan, Senior Product Manager for Bentley Nevada's sensor portfolio, and that includes the Ranger Pro wireless system, which is the topic of this series of podcasts. Chris, welcome back to the studio.
Excellent to be here.
Um, Chris, in the last episode, we were talking about the two kind of key industrial wireless protocols that are out there, Wireless HART and ISA 100. You mentioned that Bentley Nevada actually supports both of those protocols with the Ranger Pro system. And we talked a little bit, just to remind our listeners, about kind of the balance that those protocols strike between battery life, throughput, interoperability, and some of those factors. In today's episode, I'd like to talk just a little bit more about the benefits of an open protocol. And why don't we start with the ability to get data from the system, so from the sensor into a gateway. One direction that data tends to go is into the condition monitoring software, and in Bentley Nevada's case, that's System 1. But I know there's other places where customers like to take that kind of data. Can you talk a little bit about where that data goes and how it gets there?
Yeah, sure. So with wireless HARTs and ISA 100, whether it's Ranger Pro or quite frankly any other device that's on wireless HARTs and ISA 100, certainly the data from Bentley's Ranger Pro, one avenue, and of course our preferred avenue, is our System 1 software for the deep analytics and diagnostics that provides. However, as you had mentioned, some customers like to or want to leverage other either software tools or other analytics tools, or operators want to view the data into it from a historian of some means. So you can absolutely transfer almost all of the data from Ranger Pro, from either wireless HART or ISA 100 to these systems. The only exception being that waveform and spectra data. That would go into System 1 only. But as far as the process values, the overalls, the temperatures, et cetera, all available via pretty straightforward Modbus output to really any third-party device that a customer may choose.
So on that topic of waveforms and stuff, even though you can only get it from kind of the hardware infrastructure into System 1, actually once it's in System 1, from there you can get it other places, correct?
That is true, yes. Once the waveform data is into System 1, we do offer that capability to export, overall values as well, but also that spectrums and waveform data from System 1. We also export that data via OPC, so we can get that into other sources as well.
So data can get out of the system to wherever it needs to go. Let's go the other direction now. Let's say you want different sensors, not just vibration, such as Ranger Pro. Maybe it's flow, maybe it's pressure, maybe it's level, maybe it's some other process variable. Do these protocols support other sensors, other gateway devices, and things that can be used concurrently with the Bentley Nevada Ranger Pro?
They do. So with ISA 100 or wireless HART, once any sensor vendor like Bentley Nevada, once you become either compatible or certified with that protocol, which is third-party tested, then you're fully interoperable basically with any other vendor's device. So in the case of Ranger Pro and WHART and ISA 100, we are compatible with other sensors that meet those meet the open protocol standards. So yes, we can interoperate with other modalities that we may not offer, or that maybe end users already have existing in their plants.
So I guess maybe to just capsulize this, if the data you need is in a process control system or a historian, you can get that into System 1 along with the data from a Ranger Pro sensor network. If the data is not in those places, the interoperability means you can actually put in sensors that support these other protocols, and they can coexist with the Bentley sensors, and you can get data in that way. So that interoperability seems like it affords customers an awful lot of flexibility.
That is correct. Yeah. System 1 has the capability to take in a variety of different sources, be it direct from Bentley products or indirectly, via, whether it's wireless HART or ISA 100 or even Modbus, or even if it's coming from a historian, as you say, we can pull in a variety of different data sources.
Excellent. Well, Chris, that's been very helpful, and I'm sure our listeners appreciate some of that background on the interoperability. In the next episode, we're going to talk a little bit about a specific type of data, the waveform type data that comes from vibration sensors, along with what a lot of people call overall data. But we're going to have to wait for that topic because we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. I trust I can invite you back in, and you'll help us learn more about Ranger Pro.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. This has been Take 5 with Bentley Nevada, a Baker Hughes